Giving Up on Children to Autism by Dahl. In a podcast from The American Life, a couple, Dave and Karen, talk about what it's like raising a son with autism. Dave and Karen had twins, which is already enough to handle. One had autism, one did not. Ben was the autistic child, while Jake, his twin brother, was not. Dave and Karen in the podcast talked about what it was like to raise a child with autism. When Ben was 9, they were told by several therapists and psychologists that he needed to be sent to a residential care home facility. Dad was for it. Mom couldn't even imagine giving up on Ben, and his twin brother didn't like the idea either. What kind of parent wants to give up on their child? Like, is it ever okay to give up on your child no matter what, like in this situation? The parents talked about many circumstances where Ben, they'd be reading to Ben or talking to him or watching a movie, and all of a sudden, bam, and he's hitting them in the face and he's left with a bloody nose, or mom's scratched all up her whole entire arm. And this went on for years and years and years. And by the time Ben was 13, he was already 6 foot tall and 250 pounds. That's insane. That's huge for a young kid. So at 13, he was leaving mom with bruises and scars, even dad bloody and bruised. They finally decided that they needed to really think about whether it was time to give up on Ben. When they brought it up to Jake, Jake did not want his brother to go away, because then what does that mean? Like, he's just gone forever? Like, you don't see him? Do you see him? How long do you see him? When do you see him? Does he ever come back? And how do you tell your child that you can't be with them anymore? You just say, okay, bye, we'll see you later, because we're going to be better off without you? Or is he going to be better off there? And that's what Karen, the mother, asked herself, and so did the dad. Is this really for Ben, or is this for us as a family? Is this for everybody? Is this for all of us, or is this for us to have, a stress-free life and home? So at 13, they decided to send Ben away. They drove him to a residential home care facility where he would have structured time all day, 24/7 hours a day. They convinced Jake that this was the right thing to do. They convinced themselves that this was the right thing to do. The care facility was only an hour and a half, and when they got there, it was obviously not an easy thing, and Ben was not happy to be pushed away and told that he needed to leave. He was going to stay here for a while. This was his new home. But they did it, and they got home, and mom said that the first thing that they felt was relieved, because they could actually do normal family things, which, when you think about it, that sounds terrible. In my opinion, to think that my mom sent someone away, one of my brothers or sisters away, like, that's not home anymore. And that's exactly what Jake, Ben's twin brother, said, that it wasn't home anymore. But eventually they got used to it, and they would start visiting Ben, and they said they had never seen him happier, and that they had never seen him more calm and able to talk and able to function and be a normal kid. So in the end, what they got out of that was that it was better for everybody. It was better for Ben. It was better for them. They even got to have home visits with Ben finally, where he would hang out and be calm and not, have these outbursts that autistic children have sometimes. So
when I wake up to see that it's the afternoon,
right, if and only if he produces
wishing somehow
as any other act with a person
I could be closer to the moon.
So in this situation, the theory says that they did the correct thing. They became happier than they were, if not just is happy. They were more happy. Ben was more happy. They could see that, according to the parents, and Jake even, that he was way more happy. So his theory says that sending your child away sometimes can be the best decision, even though it's something that's not possible and for all parents, or doesn't seem like the more correct thing to do ever. Sometimes it can be, and sometimes it's okay. Sometimes you have to do what's gonna make everyone else in the family happier. Even the child that is so stressed and needs that structure all day that you can't